She mentioned the next U.S. president will have many foreign policy challenges.
That's right. Many of those challenges are under constant discussion at the UN in New York. In just a moment, Li-Ling Tam will join us live from there. But first, a recap.
When Barack Obama addressed the UN General Assembly one last time as U.S. Commander-in-Chief, he laid out his foreign policy accomplishments, but highlighted the monumental challenges that lay ahead.
We must go forward and not backward.
During his 8 years in office, Obama helped the UN rally global support for a landmark climate change accord. He helped world powers reach a nuclear deal with Iran and restored U.S. diplomatic relations with Cuba. But experts say that despite these foreign policy achievements, his legacy at the UN is a mixed one, marked by a glaring missed opportunity.
Syria is actually probably the biggest failure for the Obama administration at the United Nations. There was probably a time early in the conflict where a more forceful American presence, and I mean both physical presence but also political focus at the UN, could have probably preempted Russian involvement, or there was a time at which it may have been perhaps possible to work with Russia early on.
But for the United Nations, much more is at stake in this contentious U.S. election than the Syria crisis. The U.S. remains the UN's biggest financer, providing billions of dollars a year to the UN and its affiliated agencies.
Without Washington's participation, we don't get peacekeepers to where they're going, and we don't pay 25% of that bill. And it's a perfect excuse for others, important and unimportant, to say, Washington's not going to do it. We're not going to do it either.
The regular clashes between the U.S. and Russia during the Obama years could make China an even bigger player on the Security Council in the years to come.
The U.S.-China relationship will become much more important because the U.S. will need China on board in order to have any hope of persuading Russia to go along with UN Security Council-led operations, decisions, resolutions, whatever. And so I think that there will be an increased prominence of that relationship.